Subscribe or you'll be visited by the toll troll. Seems pretty good. You join a union and get paid to learn. You get into a network and makes it easy to find work and network with clients. Eventually you become a journeyman and can make big bucks on your own or start your own company. That being said, which trade would be the best? Plumbing seems easy and simple, but the having to deal with the raw sewage puts me off. Unless I only do new construction, I will have to swim in crap eventually. Electrical pays the most, I think, but is there much demand for it outside of new construction and renovations? I doubt cities contract out their electrical grid maintenance. HVAC seems like the best of all worlds, has some plumbing and some electrical, and there is work year-round, winter with furnaces and summer with AC systems. Crawling through poop-filled pipes or drilling a nail through your hand or working with illegals who undercut you or getting electrocuted and becoming a communist Bernie supporter. But you can make epic LARPs on 4chan about how you're 25 years old and earning $500K from your HVAC business and then get butthurt and call everyone else neat losers when people poke holes in your cool story. You get paid a little bit more to ruin your back and knees in the heat compared to just hanging around at a desk job. Trades are most beneficial for owning your own business. If you keep that as your goal, working for the unions and making contacts will be the most important. You definitely get hit harder in economy downturns, but you can make a lot of quick cash on upturns. If you manage it well, you can live a comfy life. If your IQ is over 115, you will go mad having to interact with mouth breathers 8 hours a day. Even if you rise up into management, you still have to wrangle them like children. Half the guys are borderline regarded and pride themselves on drinking 3 monsters a day and sleeping 4 hours a night. Imagine a Call of Duty matchmaking lobby, except if they screw up, someone gets electrocuted and you have to smack them with a broom and tell the union reps and their family why their dad got fried. Do electrical. Plumber, can be a high school dropout and get a medical assembly or warehouse job for $20 to $22 an hour with yearly potential for raises and bonus pay right from the start, could potentially get lucky with overtime, also usually only have to work 4 days a week 10-hour shifts. Or, spend money to go to a trade school, over $7,000, and learn something your uncle or dad could have taught you. Now you're certified to do the crappiest of the crappiest jobs ever, extremely intensive, long hours, manual labor, sweat and hurt your body every day, etc. Work 5 or 6 days a week, have to work with Latinos who don't even speak English, have to work for boomer bosses who take their anger out on you, etc. Often crap work, sometimes literally. Long hours. Hard on your body long term. Poor upwards mobility. Low prestige/status if that's something you care about. Dealing with regards all day. 1. Wrecks your body for a wage. You can talk big while in your 20s, but Teresa reason every tradie by mid-30s is an obese broken slob with alcoholism and painkiller addictions. 2. Your coworkers will be dude bro aggressive tattooed alcoholic Latino/white trash with 85 IQ who will talk non-stop about football and boinking their fat wife's hairy bussy. No, you, who probably has a 110 IQ, posts on 4chan and plays video games, do not fit in with these types. 3. Women will treat you like crap on their shoe the second they find out you are a tradie. 4. Ever heard of overtime? You'll be doing it, constantly, on your days off your boss will be haggling you to come in. 5. No, statistically, you will not slip your way into a management or boss position, you will be a grunt making average money for possibly decades. You can still make great money, of course, as long as you are fine with 70-hour work weeks, overtime, working on holidays/weekends, etc. 6. If you have any creative/intellectual aspirations at all, you will not be satisfied in this kind of work. Dude, I'm just gonna start a business, it's that easy, bro. You just start a business, then you make $200K a year and have all this success and honorable, honest, hard-working employees just like that, bro, and everything's cool, or I'll just magically become a manager/boss, totally. HVAC seems like the best of all worlds. Has some plumbing and some electrical, and there is work year-round, winter with furnaces and summer with AC systems. Never-ending workload with PMs, as you said you have to do electrical and plumbing plus refrigeration, then understand the systems and maintain them. Everyone is always too hot or too cold, but it's not the worst work pay-wise and it is important. Toilets at work seem screwed. Call in plumber. Show him toilets, explain problem. After a while he comes back to tell me he has identified the issue. Don't give a crap as long as he fixes it, but follow him back to the toilets to take a look anyway because he seems to want to show me. Holy crap, brothers, the smell of stale urine after he had taken the urinals apart was unbearable. Being in there for a few seconds was hell. I cannot believe this guy was working in that for over an hour. From that point on, I viewed the trades meme with extreme skepticism. I'm a master tradesman, German stuff, exactly this what this guy said. You can't even get a higher position because the most companies rather take salesmen or engineers for this. There is one guy in the company near me, I know one dude there, he was a furniture salesman and now works a master tradesman position. Why? Good tradesmen are that rare that they can't afford sending someone to another position. It's really like a sadistic joke. Learn history, everyone but me must learn your cringe. Don't listen to this regard. Do a few years in the union, yes, but honestly screw the union. You'll do all the grunt work and they'll barely ever let you touch the fun stuff. It's just a pissing competition for boomers to go back and forth all day about who's been on the biggest job and who ran the best conduit or blah blah blah. It's not a brotherhood, it's a club. You got premium members, apprentice program, and not premium members, CW/say program. Go non-union, they'll start taking your training wheels off much earlier in your career, and for me, it paid off immensely. Just got my J-Man license a year ago. Never took a day of school, I studied all the electrical theory and codebook myself. I've learned so much more and experienced so much more than I ever would have in the union. I was in an iron worker union for 3 months before quitting because it was just some lame good boy club and I wasn't getting along with the foreman at all. I like just sticking with commercial companies, better people in my experience. Constantly risk injury/death. Destroy your knees and back. Maintain/build infrastructure for your demographic replacements. I do concrete for new homes, basements, garages and porches, member of a union making $44.72 per hour plus 10% vacation pay. I'm 19 and I called the company asking for a job and they hired me, been here 1 year. Cons include coworkers, idiots, bullies, lazy people who don't want to work. Grueling labor, shoveling all day in the hot sun, pushing a wheelbarrow full of concrete, etc. Fear of loss of work, work always slows down eventually, people do get laid off. Other than that it's pretty good, hanging out with the boys, making good money, rewarding. I plan on becoming a plumber in a couple years after I hit my goals for my net worth. You don't join a union. I graduated welding school and had my AWS 6G SMAU certification and could not get hired anywhere other than welding trailers for $12 an hour. The places at the shipyard wouldn't hire me because I didn't speak Spanish. Nowhere else would even give me a weld test other than the Iron Workers Union, and the Iron Workers Union wanted me to drive 2 hours each way to Orlando to do scaffolding for 4 years for $15 an hour with no per diem and not even let me weld for 4 years even though I had my 6G SMAU cert and passed all 7 of their in-house weld tests doing SMAU and flux core. Everywhere else said welding for 1,200 hours in school didn't count as experience. Trades is a scam like everything else. You have to know the right boomer to get you in and then start your own business after 5 years. That's how everyone does it. You earn more as an engineer/lawyer. But yeah, trades are pretty good right now since most intelligent people don't want to do manual labor anymore. So if you have half a brain and willing to get your hands dirty, you can make a lot of money and don't need to waste 3 years getting a degree and rack up a bunch of debt. HVAC need quit to sell mattresses. Says everything you need to know in my opinion.